All right, everybody. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about management, winning management. But before we do that, I just want to give you a little background story as to who I am. And I'd like you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. You're not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to share this with the IRS or your boss. We're going to talk about the winning management strategies that the Spurs, that Disney, that these companies are using to grow their businesses. And these are the 6 areas we're going to cover here. Now, Jack Welch is a guy, look at this. From 1981, he grew the company from $12 billion to $280 billion. Huge. But the thing about Jack is he was like all about just straight up. Who knows about Jack Welch's system of candor? What did he famously do in the Louisville appliance plant? So I would encourage you in your own way, in your own HR compliant way. I'm not trying to change the culture. I'm just saying in your way, make sure people know where they stand.
The 4 E's and the 7 concepts, there's some real simple principles that if you follow them, you will be successful. And it gives you that roadmap to get where you need to go.
It's called Think and Grow Rich. Who here's read Think and Grow Rich? You've read that before? Sir, I'm going to give you some beef jerky and a copy of my book for that answer here. You don't get any pumice. I'm sorry. I'm saving that for later. Is that eventually there's certain people, though, you know these people, these people just, they're bad and they're proud of it. It's not their fault. It's their mom's fault. It's the economy's fault. They didn't know. You didn't tell them. I didn't know the late policy. They text you while coming to work 20 minutes late. They are currently late, and now they are texting to tell you they're late.
I think it's just a reflection on our own performance and what we get a chance to think about how we perform and what we can do about it. The changes that we can make starts with us. So.
But what are a couple areas where you're going, we've got to tighten up the checklist here? Because if you got a bunch of inspired people, right? You're talking to your people every day, and they're inspired, but they don't know what to do, that could be a problem. So as a manager, we have to prepare. And I'm just asking, what are some areas right now you can think of today where you're like, you know what, we could probably tighten that up a little bit? Because the companies that are making the big profits are really tight on those checklists.
I think it makes you reflect on your life and the cards you're dealt, and your attitude always deals with you have control over all the circumstances of how you deal with life.
But we've got to think about this for a second, and I just want to encourage you to think for a second. In one area, and this is something, don't cheat off the person next to you. It's your own list. Don't look at their list. But what are some areas where you're kind of going, man, you know what? I have been making a big issue about these things that are non-issues, and I need to start focusing on some big things. But we need to start thinking more positively. Does that make sense?